Hello everybody, welcome to an attempt of a collection video, and today I'm going to be showing off my whole Disney Tsum Tsum plush collection. So, if you guys don't remember or know what the Disney Tsum Tsums were, they were these little plushies of Disney characters, kind of like, say, hamster-esque style, and they stack. Tsum Tsum stands from stack stack, and they originated from Japan, and they started late 2014, I think, and then became bigger 2015. Um, and I've collected a lot of these over the years. I love these things. I think they're adorable. Unfortunately, they don't make a lot anymore. At least not of them a lot, like not the way they used to. Like you'll get, I guess, some of these types, but you won't get like the mini ones really. And even then the ones you get are like extremely rare. Like I think you can get Anxiety from Inside Out 2 at like Five Below in this style, but that's really about it. Um so um and it's a shame because like there's so many Disney movies like Raya and the Last Dragon or Encanto that I would kill for Tsum Tsums of. But I have plenty. I love Tsum Tsums. I'll still get any if I ever get the chance. And yeah, I'm gonna show off my entire collection. I've been collecting for 10 years. These are just all the ones I have, and these are only the plushies, none of the like mini figures they've done, or just like the main plush, not like the squeaky ones that talk. And this is only the Disney Tsum Tsums, because I know other things have had kind of copycats of these, like Teeny Beanie Babies did like their Tiny Tees, and like I do have some of those. I know they did SpongeBob, but like they're not the same to me. I don't consider that. So I'm only going to show off the ones I consider these Disney Tsum Tsums up here. So without further ado, let's get started. So the way I'm going to be doing this is I'm going to go by like the way I have them on the shelf in like order of like franchise, or if I only have one character, like a miscellaneous or like holiday costume variants. So I'm gonna go by like kind of franchise order, not like character order. So first off, I have Mickey Mouse. I have two Mickey Mouses of just normal. They did like a second like redo of like most of the characters they released originally with like expressions. I have this Mickey. He's winking. And I have this normal Mickey that I got from, I believe, the dollar store in like 2017, because this one and two others, I only got one that I didn't already have, but they had these other two. They were only like $1 30, so we got them. So yeah, I have two Mickeys. This is Minnie. I think the mini ones are my personal favorite. I think they're really cute. Pluto. He's got his little tongue out. I have three Donald Ducks. One of these was the other one I got at the dollar store. I don't exactly remember where I got one of these. This one, along with another one, was the first Tsum Tsums I ever got. I got two of them at the Disney store. These are all the same, so I'll just... Daisy Duck. I believe most of these other ones, as well as like, I believe Dumbo and Stitch and Baymax that you'll see later, like most of these classic Mickey ones, I believe I got like late 2015. Oh, and a few Winnie the Pooh ones. I believe I got early 2015 or late 2015, early 2016 when I was like earning them. for certain things. Here's Goofy. Chip and Dale. And finally, Duffy. This is Mickey's teddy bear that Minnie made for him, I believe. So this is the Mickey Mouse collection that I have. And next, since I've already done the Mickey and Friends, I'll go ahead and show off most of the variations I have that are not from box sets, or are not in the boxes. So I can like kind of show you, compare the characters and whatnot. So minus this one. These were in a Christmas 2015 box set that I got for Christmas. So here's Mickey. This might have been like exclusive to the Disney store or something. I don't know. Minnie. Like I said, this was from 2015 Christmas. Pluto. The little candy cane. Donald. Daisy. And I have another Christmas Daisy. This was from a 2014 wave they did. I got this at a JCPenney along with the Valentine's Day ones you'll see in a minute, because like I guess as a kid I saw, oh, they're holiday variants. These are probably the ones most worth getting because they won't be around. Very soft. It's kind of weird that she's naked in the winter. Goofy. If some of these are a little plain, like these Christmas ones are a little plain, like they just have like scarf and hats, but they're cute. And then Chip and Dale. So this is my Christmas collection. Next up, we have some of the other character variations I have. These are all the rest of the ones that aren't in the boxes. So I guess let's start off with Valentine's Day, naturally, since we just did Christmas. I believe there was a box set where you could buy all these and like 4 others, I believe Daisy, Chip, Dale, and Piglet. But I got all these at a JCPenney with that Christmas Daisy back in February 2017. So firstly, here's Mickey. These ones I think are really cute. They're in like chocolate looking Valentine's Day things, and I think they look great. Minnie. Donald Duck. And finally, Winnie the Pooh, which I will show the variations of him when I get him. I'll compare this one to the other one I have, don't worry. Same with one of another character you'll see later. Next up, I believe these are maybe like Tomorrowland theme or some Disneyland themed one. I'm not really sure. I got these for, I think, my birthday in 2019. We have this racer Donald Duck. And this rocket Goofy. Then we have this New York exclusive Mickey Mouse, where he has an I Love New York. I believe they had this one in Daisy, or not Daisy, a Minnie for New York thing. This one I got from someone I know, from the daughter of someone I know. Very appreciative. The next we have Mickey's 90th birthday. I believe I got these Easter 2019. So, first of which, here's Mickey Mouse. Minnie Mouse with a little party favor. Pluto. All of these have the little 90th on their bum. Donald. Daisy. If I'm not showing these the best I can, I do deeply apologize. I'm doing my best. Goofy. And yet again, Dale and Chip. A little key on him. And then the last for the character variations are the sea ones, I guess I'll go with. Like these on the sea. You got this Sea Captain Mickey. I got these, I think, my birthday 2019. Sea Sailor Minnie. And a Pirate Stitch. And I will compare him to the normal one I have. Him and Pooh are like the... It's weird, because of my variations, it's only the Stitch and Winnie the Pooh that I have different variations of. So, as said, here are all my Mickeys. All of my Minnies. All of my Plutos. All of my Donalds. All of my Daisies. All of my Goofies. And finally, all of my Chips and Dales. You can tell Mickey is easily the character I have the most variations of, which isn't really that surprising. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I forgot. Here are all my Goofies. I forgot the birthday one. I'm so sorry. But yeah, you can tell it makes sense that Mickey has the most variations because he's Mickey. So of course he does. So yeah, get a good look. Now we move on to the next collection. So, next up is the complete set of Winnie the Pooh. As complete as it... Because in America, they never released Kanga, which annoys me as a massive Pooh geek. Winnie the Pooh, I have gone on record as saying, is my all-time favorite Disney franchise, I would say. And Eeyore was the first Tsum, along with that Donald. Eeyore and Donald were the first two Tsums I ever got. These three I earned around the same time as most of the Mickey and gang. And these ones were released as a later wave. Like, these four came out first. And then these ones were released December 2015. And I got them all for Christmas that year. I begged my mom because the Tsum Tsums back in the day would sell out like so fast. They would drop at 3 a.m. on like a Tuesday and they would sell out super fast. So I begged my mom to like get up or something. Um, so yeah. Firstly, Winnie the Pooh. And while he's here, I might as well compare the Valentine's Day one I own. T-I-double-G-R, Tigger. The wonderful thing about Tiggers. Tiggers are wonderful things. Piglet. Oh, dear. Eeyore, one of my personal favorites because Eeyore, I love Eeyore so much. This is a little tail. I love Eeyore. Roo. This is a little blue shirt. The ooper looper dooper dooper alley looper bounce. The more you try, the more you find. That's all it counts. Rabbit. Owl. Christopher Robin. Lumpy the Heffalump. Heffalumps and Woozles. Him and Roo's friendship is so pure in that movie, by the way. And then finally, Golfer. Yeah, kind of surprised they picked Golfer and Lumpy over Kanga, but what are you gonna do? And here is the Winnie the Pooh set, all stacked. So next up, from Pixar, we have Cars 3, specifically Cars 3, because these released for Cars 3, and I got these around the time they came out, because I begged my mom to order them, I guess, and she ordered them for me to earn, and I think I was able to earn all of them after getting a shot around, like, at the beginning of August into July, because as a kid, you know, your parents bribe you as a kid, like, they put some rewards up. So, first off, Lightning McQueen, ka-chow. And these aren't, Cars was like my childhood franchise, by the way. Number 95. Rusty's medicated bumper ointment, something like that. I do have 2 other Cars 3 ones to share, but those will come later. Cruz Ramirez. She has her little license plate. Smokey. This is the full Cars set, by the way. It's a shame they didn't do more of the townies like Ramon or Flo. But here's Jackson Storm. Played by the not crazy Armie Hammer. Then some of the Cars 1, or main staples of the Cars franchise, I should say. Sally. played by the always wonderful Bonnie Hunt. Holy Portia. Tomater. Even got his little toe cable. I love the detail on some of these. They're so cute. Obviously there's some things you can't really do because these are so small, but like they still make them so great. And the fabulous Hudson Hornet, aka Doc Hudson, late great Paul Newman. The Cars franchise is better than people say. Bite me. And this is the Cars 3 set of mine. Next up, I have, I believe, the full set of Ralph Breaks the Internet, which is a fitting title because people will not shut up about how that movie is horrible or whatever, and I'm sick of hearing about it. But I got these for my birthday in 2019. My birthday's in January, for the record, I should clarify. So first off, we got Ralph. Yeah, Ralph Breaks the Internet's an appropriate title now that I think of it, given how everyone treats it like it's the worst thing ever. Little nose. And his best friend Vanellope von Sweets. Little dress. This was like around the time the waves were coming to an end, like when they would release like a lot of these mini ones. Yes. Her fluffy coat. Shank, I believe is her name, played by the also not crazy Gal Gadot. For some reason, I keep on thinking her name's Gal Gadot, but it's Gal Gadot. I don't know why. Yeah, some of these human characters, there's not a lot to like specifically tell like they're the characters, which is fine. They're still cute and collection. Knows More, played by the wonderful Alan Tudyk. I think we all have a little Knows More in us. And then finally, of all characters, you know, for characters who only appeared in a mid-credits scene and one of them brutally dies, they sure did make a lot of merchandise of them. This is Fun Bun. Pancake milkshake. Little bonnet. And the milkshake kitty. I do not know his name right now. I am so sorry. Pancake milkshake. So here is the Ralph Breaks the Internet set, stacked. Next up, we have Toy Story, which this one, I believe early 2016. I know I got these two first because I like these two the most as a kid. And I believe the other four, you see right here, I didn't get, because this was another, I got these to earn them. And I think we had an older house and now we're moved into this house. And I'm pretty sure these other four were sitting there for years. And in one time, me and my mama found them and was like, okay, I guess they're mine now. Because they were there. Yeah, so first off, here's Sheriff Woody. And I know they came out with more Toy Story ones. These were the ones that were available at Walmart at the time. And this was also before the fourth movie came out, so for the record. I know they did do ones for the 4th, but here's Buzz Lightyear, Star Command. This is a little jetpack. It's so tiny. It's so cute. Bullseye. I know Jessie was released, but not at the Walmart at the time. I know Ham had one. Ooh. Alien. These guys are cool. I've said this before. Eeyore and one other you'll see towards the end are my 2 favorites, but this Alien and I think Mater would be up there. Lotso, Huggin' Bear. Do not let him fool you. He's a meanie. And then finally, of all characters to make one of, the 3 peas in the pod. And because of the way this character's structured, this one's structured a little differently from like these other Tsums. Because of the specific nature. So I mean, stacking them's a little awkward if you're stacking them as a group. And here is the Toy Story set of mine stacked. Now we're getting to some of the smaller collections where I only have a couple, so I'll show these together. From Frozen, this is my Frozen set, we have Anna. This was the other one I got at the dollar store with that, with one of the Donalds and, the Mickey doubles I got, like, you'll see reduced $130. Little pigtails. Na na na, hey na na na, wow wow. Olaf and Sven, I believe I got early 2016. And Sven, with his little tongue sticking out. Then, from Finding Dory, got these for Christmas 2016. I know there's more of these too. These are just the ones I have. This is Destiny. And Bailey, played by Ty Burrell, which I want Ty Burrell to show up in something again. He hasn't shown up in a major movie in a while. Ty Burrell's cool. I like him. Next up, I got these from my birthday 2019. This is the Disney villain set, or at least the ones that I have. I think there might be like a Jafar or something. And plus, for this version of the set, I don't know. Again, I'm not super up to date or whatnot, but we got Maleficent. Hey, wouldn't it be funny if they made Maleficent like a hero and made her played by Angelina Jolie? That'd be crazy. Cruella. Same with her. But she was played by Emma Stone. Her fluffy. I like the fluffy hair on some of these. Cruella de Vil. Ursula with her sea crown. Funny, I mentioned Godot earlier because here's the evil queen from Snow White. Obviously the original, because the remake was 6 years away by that time. I don't really have any live action ones because, like, I'm not a Marvel person or Star Wars, so I don't own any of those. I believe this is Maleficent as the dragon from like Fantasia or something. I probably look like an idiot right now. I deeply apologize. And the evil stepmother from Cinderella. And here's the Disney villains stacked. And then finally for these minis, the miscellaneous ones where I only own one from the franchise. These three were ones that I earned late 2015, early 2016. I know Baymax and I think the other Winnie the Pooh ones were some of the first ones I earned. Perry was the one I wanted first, but they didn't have him when I went to the Disney store. But I got him for Christmas in 2015 of that year, and this might genuinely be my favorite Tsum. I love Perry, but yeah, if you want my top, I'd probably say Perry, Eeyore, Alien, Mater, maybe Baymax. I like Baymax. They're all so cool. How can I pick? Here's Stitch. I know Stitch and Big Hero 6 has more, but these are just the ones I have. Tell some of these have been through a lot of love over the years, and always will be loved. And since he's on me, here is the Pirate Stitch comparison. Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. Ba-la-la-la-la. Baymax from Big Hero 6. Dumbo. The flying elephant. This one probably needs a little washed, but I'll always love him. And then my crown jewel, Perry the Platypus. Now this one I know there's only Perry, and I think there's an Agent P variations, but they only did Perry, which I can imagine Phineas and Ferb would maybe look a little terrifying as Tsums, but Perry's a baby. I love Perry. Love Perry. Good. Now going into some of the other ones I have these two really small blind bags. I got these at Five Below back in February of Minnie and Stitch. I know Simba was one of the ones you could get. From Frozen, I have this Olaf carrying case. This was made around the time Frozen Fever. I believe Christmas 2015 was when I got this one. And inside you get Anna. Which I'll grab real quick. Elsa, which I do not have any other Elsas, so this is nice for me. They're pretty dress. Funny thing is, since I didn't care about Cinderella, the live action remake, I've had these longer than I've seen the short, because I don't think I saw the short until like early 2018. Sven, which the only real difference is that he has a carrot in his mouth, which is awesome. And then finally, the Shinogi. Could you imagine a medium, at least Tsum of the snow giant? That would be cool. And while I'm at it, here is both Olaf's. And then we have these ones that were fairly recent additions. These are like Walmart ones. They're not the same at all. Like they're stuffies instead of like these have like little beanie in them, and like they're definitely bigger as you can see. But I love them. I saw Pua I got in November of last year, November 2024, and I brought this to when I saw Moana 2 both times in the theater. The other ones I got in, I believe, February of this year, 2025. So here's Moana. Make way, Moana, it's time for you to do what you meant to do, as you know. I would kill for a Matangi from Moana 2. Here's Pua. This one's one of my favorites. I'd say I love Pua. I love Pua with all my heart. And if anyone hates him, you're wrong. Like, I know opinions and all, but like, this is one of the few times you're wrong, because I love him. Ariel. Under the Sea. Which, fun fact, I got both this and the Flounder one for a theater employee's birthday. Because I wanted to get that person something. Flounder. If this video is incredibly boring, I am sorry, but this is just the type of I like to do. I like videos like this. Unscripted, rambly, improvised, it's fun. And then finally of these ones, this is Angel from the Lilo and Stitch the series. They made way more toys of this thing than she appeared in the show. She's like, obviously when you have basically the gender bent version of a character, you're gonna kind of milk that. Now we have these smaller ones. They're a little smaller than the medium, but they're a lot closer to the medium. Like, I guess just for like a size comp here. Again, the minis are my favorite. But first off, here's Mickey Mouse. I see this Mickey and a Minnie in this size all the time in the dollar store for like 15 to 20 bucks. I got this one fairly recently. My memo got it for me. This is the latest edition. Then, these three I got at, I believe, a Kroger. My memo got them for me at Christmas 2023, because I think she must have not had anything for me yet for Christmas, and I wanted these, so she bought them without me knowing, quote unquote. It was right before we were seeing Migration. So here is Patches from 101 Dalmatians. The Cheshire Cat from the, I almost had the wrong cat. Alice in Wonderland. I like the color scheme of the Cheshire Cat, I'd say. And then Maria from the Aristocats. I almost said Aristocats when I was showing Cheshire Cat. This one was, I think Maria, they made like smalls of her. She was one of the first ones they did. I believe it was the Mickey Mouse group, like Mickey, Minnie, Chip, Dale, Pluto, Goofy, Donald, and Daisy. And Stitch, Dumbo, Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Eeyore, Piglet, Perry, and Maria, I believe, were like the main ones that were initially available. Then these two I got at a Five Below in December 2024. This is Boo from Monsters, Inc. I'd like to get at least a Sully or a Mike. I think I've seen a Mike in the Five Below before. Then Roar! Rex from Toy Story, played by the ever so wonderful Wallace Shawn. Bless his soul. So yeah, these are all the ones for this I have. Next up, we have the medium ones I have. Ironically, all Pixar characters. these Cars 3 ones I got at the same time I got the little ones, and this Dory was the same time I got the Destiny Bailey for Christmas. So we found Dory. Haha, I'm so funny. I'm sorry. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming, 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 swimming. Piston Cup, here we come. Mac from Cars. Again, released for the third movie specifically. And then finally, Miss Fritter, the school bus from the Demolition Derby in Cars 3. I'd say they got like the details from her. Miss Fritter, her license plate. It's Fritter time. It's not Morbin time though. And then finally, I got this March 2020 from my memo. The only big one I had, this giant Minnie Mouse. And just to give you some size comparisons, here's a look at a large, or there's a mega one that's like even bigger than this. Medium. And there's the smaller ones. Just for size comparison, here is this Minnie compared to my head. And now for the last section, we move on to a lot of the special Tsum box sets, gift sets I have. So first off, here's this Winnie the Pooh Easter set I got in, I think, January 2019 for my birthday. Most of these box sets, except for one, I think it was Christmas 2018 to birthday 2019. Here is this Mickey and Donald. I believe they're in like Italy, Rome, something like that. This is like stage Mickey and Minnie, I think. Yeah, okay, like movie star. Minnie's the director, Mickey's the star. Chicago Mickey and Minnie with them as little foods. He's a hot dog. She's, I think, maybe Chinese food. I can't really tell. Maybe pizza. I don't know. I'm sorry. Hawaiian, Stitch, and Angel. In the summertime, when the weather's hot. We have these other, like, international sets. Here is this Paris. I think it's Paris. Donald and Daisy. Paris, France. Mexico, the Minnie and Mickey. Señoritas. This one is a little rattled, but I like to keep these in the boxes if I can. Like, the Christmas 2015 one was a box. If that one came out today, I'd keep it, but I was younger, so it doesn't matter. A beach Mickey and Minnie. this old-fashioned, like, this one's really cute because it's like one of those like music box things from like the 70s, jukebox music players. This has the whole main Mickey and Friends gang. And then finally, because this one's an outlier, this is Dinoco, Cruz Ramirez, and the fabulous Hudson Hornet, Lightning McQueen from the very end of Cars 3. I've opened this one, so that's why it's a little damaged, but I still have the box, so ha. Yeah, this one I got Christmas 2017 from my aunt. That's on the box set, Simpsons, and that's the end, so... And with that, that is literally my entire Disney Tsum Tsum collection as of October 2025. I hope you enjoyed this video, if anyone watched it. Again, unscripted, improv, yeah, it's my style. I can't do anything scripted, that's just not for me. Yeah, I love the Tsum Tsums. I think they're awesome, and I've been kind of on a Tsum Tsum kick lately, thinking about them a lot, so I thought, why not show my collection? I have them all by franchise, by the way. Even if they're like different size, or showed them in a different category, I put them all with their respective franchise right now. And over there's the miscellaneous ones that only have one character from. So yeah, just to recap, Mickey's 90th birthday, Ralph Breaks the Internet, The Little Mermaid, Miscellaneous, including Cinderella, Snow White, Maleficent, Fantasia, I think, the Aristocats, Alice in Wonderland, Monsters Inc., Dumbo, Big Hero 6, Phineas and Ferb, Cars 3, I think I already said The Little Mermaid, Moana, 101 Dalmatians, Lilo and Stitch, Valentine's Day, Christmas, At Sea, New York and Disney Parks, I think, Toy Story, Frozen, Winnie the Pooh, Mickey Mouse Classic and Friends, and Finding Dory. So, yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys later.